Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to get started by using the Macart Pump Up Nail Tips in the shape Medium Stiletto. These come in 500 pieces, so it's going to be very important that you select the correct size for your particular nail. To do this, take the extension, place it on top of your nail, and make sure it fits from sidewall to sidewall. If there is not a size that perfectly fits your nail, go bigger and then file the sides with a nail file until you have your desired shape. Now we're going to prep the inside of the extension with an e-file, and you can skip this step and just use a liquid primer if you don't have an e-file. I personally like to use a combination of both. I find that this helps it last for at least 2 weeks. Now we're going to prep the natural nail by using a dehydrator. This is going to basically remove all of the natural oils from your nail plate so that the primer and the glue and everything else that comes after this step adheres to the nail. This is what your nail should look like after a dehydrator is applied. Next up is primer. This is an adhesive. It's going to help everything stick and last for at least 2 weeks. Apply this to each of your nails and let it dry for 15 seconds. Next, we're going to apply this gel glue to the natural nails and then cure under a UV lamp for 60 seconds. Taking that same gel glue from our previous step, we're going to apply the glue to the inside of the extension. We're going to press the extension downward using about a 45-degree angle, and we're going to do that slowly so that the gel glue flows to the top of the natural nail. Once the glue flows to the top of the natural nail, hold it in place and then flash cure under a lamp for 15 seconds. This step takes a lot of practice and patience, so take your time with this. If you rush it, you'll find yourself not having enough glue, having to take the extension off multiple times. Slow and steady truly does win this race here. So I'm going to show you what happens if you don't use enough glue and how you can fix that. So basically what I'm going to do here is apply the nail per usual, and then you'll see that the glue does not go to the top of the natural nail. So to fix this, I'm going to take some glue, press it on the underside, and press the glue downward before I flash cure. As I flip the nail over, you see it fully covers the nail, and now we're ready to flash cure. Now that all the extensions are applied, I'm going to go ahead and cure in a UV lamp for 60 seconds. Next step is going to be to prep the outside of the extension and get it ready for polish. I'm going to be taking an e-file again, but you can use a buffing block if you have one. I'm going to be taking the e-file and removing all of the shine from the extension so that my polish lasts longer. This step is really important if you are using, let's say, cheaper polishes that chip easily. You can use a base coat, but this also helps with that polish retention as well. I'm also going to be taking the e-file and going around the edges, including my cuticle area, so that the extension blends with my natural nails. But if you don't have an e-file, use acetone and place it around the cuticle area with a brush so that the extension melts a little bit and it looks more natural. Taking this beautiful nude and applying 2 coats of this to the extension. This is going to be the base color for my French tip. like to get as close as possible to the cuticle area, so I'm going to be switching to this liner brush and taking the gel polish basically around that area. If I were to go close to the cuticle using the brush from the bottle, I tend to get it everywhere. I'm a messy painter, if we're going to be honest here, and this just gives me a lot more control and precision. Like I mentioned before, I am a messy painter, so taking this alcohol, I'm going to remove the gel polish that I have on my skin. If you leave it there, you'll get allergies. I don't want that, and neither do you. Next, I'm going to be taking this holographic rainbow gel polish, and this is going to give this sparkly, beautiful, colorful, reflective effect under the French tip. I'm going to clean up with alcohol again. I do this after each time I apply a gel polish. It just makes my life so much easier. Now it's time to paint the French tips. I'm going to be using this bright red from the brand D&D, and then this long striping brush from the brand Westonia. I like to do 3 dots, one on each side and then one at the top, and use that as a guide for the French tip. Now that I have my French tip all mapped out the way I like it, I'm going to be filling in the empty space. I like to use the same brush from before, but you can just use the brush that's inside of the gel polish bottle. Now that the French tips are done, I'm going to apply my favorite top coat from the brand Coupa. This is their glossy top coat. It truly is a good glossy top coat that actually lasts, and it's affordable, which is why I love it. And after our final cure, this is what we have. So let me know what you think about this nail design in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for future videos, and I will see you in the next one.